All right, we are back, and I want to share with you the method to the accountability, who I am as an accountability coach. As I just shared with you about how I choose to do the deliveries, it's the same way that I approach coaching. So today is November the 29th, 2024, and this is a day where you get to choose how you will add to your legacy. There is so much value. It's a day where you typically get more for your money, where you have all these sales, all these opportunities to get more for your money. But in doing that, how will you be actually adding to your legacy, adding value to your legacy? There are so many ways that you can do this, but the choice is yours. It's up to you. Will you go out and spend your money on frivolous things that won't matter, that won't add to anything that you're doing? Or will you go out and take advantage of this time and purchase things that will actually add to your dreams, add to your goals, add to your aspirations, and in turn, increase the value of your legacy? So I am pretty much ready for the day, and I just wanted to come and talk with you guys for a quick little minute before I head out for my pre-scheduled VHO route, which starts at 10:40. It's about 9 o'clock, as you saw. And one of the things that God revealed to me as I was preparing for the day is a couple of things. Yesterday, I talked about the 5% savings challenge. I also showed you all the things that I bought. And at the beginning of this video, we talked about Legacy Friday. And what that means. I did not make this up. I did not create this. This term was actually coined by Victoria Washington, who is an amazing coach. And if you have a business that you're trying to take beyond that 7-figure mark, she is where you want to go. But what I've learned from her, or through being a part of her community, is that it's about the legacy. And so right now it's November 29th, and the revelation that God gave to me through who am I? God has made me accountable for those who I do life with. And it's in different capacities. So if you want to know more about that, just simply let me know in the comments. Hey, I need an accountability coach, and we can talk about what that looks like. Yesterday, I showed you guys all the things that I bought, and I'm actually sitting in the legacy which God has allowed me and afforded me to create with the space that I'm currently occupying. And through that, I showed you all the other things that I bought because they were on sale, because they were on my wish list and different things like that. But I did not show you one of the most important things that I purchased. And sometimes we can get lost in the things, lost in the material things, lost in the things of the world. But it is really important that you have a relationship with God. Whatever that means to you, you have to have a personal relationship with God. And so here's something else that I bought before I unbox this gimbal. So one of the first things, you guys seen this before, is Living a Life of Prayer by E.M. Bounds. That is a daily devotional. I've read a couple of those with y'all, but this is it. The Holy Bible, and this is a travel Bible, and it is something that was technically gifted to me because I wanted to have the word physically with me. I listened to the word on YouTube. I listened to it through a YouVersion, and these are all digital forms of it, but I wanted to have the physical word with me so I can flip through it and read through it and have it, on my person. So that is one of the most important things that I got during this time, and that is allowing me and helping me to really stay focused on the legacy of things, not just the instant gratification of having something that I've always wanted. The big reveal. The second revelation that I had was, I talked about the 5% savings challenge, and in my notes, all right, I found it. So in my notes, I click here and I go to the savings challenge. The mantra that first came to me was, currency is the circulation of value. But it's not currency. Currency is the means by which we exchange, but wealth. No, currency is the circulation of value, but wealth is the circulation, or wealth is the exchange of value. And why is the focus on the exchange? So the focus on the exchange is because wealth isn't just something that we grab this here and we give it to over here. Wealth is something that is cultivated and that is created through our actions, through the things that we do daily. What we do now, today, will impact the generations to come. And so when it comes to wealth being an exchange, it is something that you do or something that you embody with the intention for it to last well beyond your years. So those are the two revelations that God gave to me as I was preparing for today. And now we're going to jump into the unboxing of this gimbal, because we will often have the resources that we need and we won't use them. So right now I don't have this phone is just sitting on the table, versus me actually using the gifts and the talents that have been given to me. So this is the gimbal. It comes in this amazing case. This is one of the reasons why I chose this particular brand, is because it came with this case. We got the manuals and all that. And then this is the gimbal. I got the super pack. Oh, this is gonna be nice. So yeah, this is gonna take these videos and things to the next level, and this is gonna allow me to really show you the embodiment of creating wealth and creating legacy through these things. So we'll get into all that at another time. I got to get out of here and get to this delivery. And thank you so very much already for tapping in and tuning into the video this far. I really do appreciate you taking the time to just tap in and see what it is that God is showing me along my journey. And if you need help along your journey, remember that I'm also an accountability coach, and I may be able to assist you as well. Let me know in the comments below what you need, and we can talk about it more. So I just played around with the gimbal for a little bit, and now I'm about to head off for the day. But I want to show you the work in progress that is the office. Here is what it looks like now. car. We back at it where you normally are used to seeing me. I need to put my jacket on. It's a little chilly out here. I'm headed to this VHO route, and the route starts at 10:40, where the pickup is scheduled for 10:40. So let's get on over there. It's $90. It's going to be about a 5-hour route, preferably and hopefully is actually on time, because these last few routes have been extended. So we shall see how that goes. I got 17 minutes, 13 miles, but you know the drill. Can't talk, vlog, and drive. So I'll see you at the pickup. Arabian night, Arabian day. The lighting, I'm loving it. I am almost to my destination, but I have a question for you. Yesterday was Turkey Day or Thanksgiving, if you celebrate, and I want to know, what are you grateful for? You probably sat around the table with family and friends, and everybody said what they're grateful for. So I want to know, what are you grateful for today and each and every day? I am grateful for my relationship with God. And I'm grateful for my relationship with God because my relationship with God brings value to everything else in my life. Every other connection, every other relationship, every single thing has greater value because I have a relationship with God. And yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. Let me know what you're grateful for. And remember that you have the choice to live with abundant joy every single day. All you have to do is make that choice. All right, we are well on our way. Stop number 2. We have 18 minutes and 11 miles, and I wanted to pop in and say that you have to pave your own way. I'm currently doing this VHO route, and they have the suggested route that they would like you to go in order to deliver all of the packages. However, I do not like to be out deep in the country in these back roads, wood. I need to be home by the time the street lights come on. But that can be a little bit difficult when it gets dark at 4:30, basically. And this route is supposed to end at 3:40. And because it's a long route, I have 56 packages. I know that it's probably going to take a little bit longer than that, which means if I go to the very last stop, which on the map shows it to be in the middle of nowhere, I will be delivering in the woods. So I am rerouting myself, rerouting these deliveries, and I'm going to actually go to the last delivery second. And then I'm going to work my way backwards so that when I end the route, I'm likely where there's some street lights at least, and I'm closer to being near my side of town. So just know that when you are doing these gig apps, you do not want to allow these gig apps to work you. You want to work them. And there is some flexibility and some leeway in how you do them, but you want to make sure you pay attention to the terms and conditions, and make sure that when you're doing these rerouting or whatever it is you need to do to make it work for you, that it is within the guidelines of what the particular gig app tells you you can and cannot do. Some of them you have to deliver on time by a certain time, and some of them is flexible. I know that with VHO, you are able to reroute yourself as long as you still complete the order in a timely manner, and as long as you complete the full order the day that you receive the packages. You usually don't have any issues. If you do have questions or concerns, you can always reach out to customer service to make sure that the things that I'm doing are in alignment with the terms and conditions. So along the way, I'm going to actually listen to Victoria Washington. She just put out a 3-part series about the trilogy of wealth, I think is what it's called. The first day we talked about the voice. the second day we talked about branding, and today we are talking about the movement. If you have a business, if you are an entrepreneur, and number one, you have a business that you are looking to scale to a 7-figure plus business, then you really want to be listening in to Victoria Washington. She is a wonderful, amazing coach. But also, even if you're just starting out or you're just beginning your journey, or you're in the middle of your journey, the information that she shares is truly transformational. So go check it out if it's something you're interested in, and I'll see you guys at the delivery. All right, we are back, and I want to share with you the method to the accountability. Who I am as an accountability coach. As I just shared with you about how I choose to do the deliveries, it's the same way that I approach coaching. And that is to help you through reverse engineering your desired outcome. So for example, you want to start posting videos on YouTube. We're going to reverse engineer that. Okay, well, what type of videos do you want to post? What type of content do you want to focus on? What are your content pillars? What are the things that you will talk about consistently over and over again? That's a small snippet of what it would look like to reverse engineer your desired outcome. For example, you want to look at your desired outcome from a wide lens before you start going after that thing. And then once you see where you're going, you're like, okay, I need to make a left right here. I need to go 5 miles right here. And then I need to make a U-turn at this point, so on and so forth. You want to revisit that route again. So yes, I decided I'm going to do the route starting at the end, and then go to the one that's closest to where I want to end up. Okay, I've done that. But now as I'm looking, I see that there are some areas where I'm going back and forth and I'm passing by some of the same spots. Now, what I've observed of these routes with VHO specifically is that it will take you kind of in a circle. So if I'm on one side of the highway, it will take me to all of those locations that are on that side of the highway. Meanwhile, if I cross over the highway, there's some more locations right there that at the time of the delivery is only 5 minutes away. But because it takes me along the path of the highway or around the river bend, then it actually turns out that I won't get to that other side for another hour. But I could easily just jump across the street, take care of those. Now I know that I've completed all the orders in this region, and now I can move on to the next section. So that's a bit of the ways that I can assist you in reverse engineering your desired outcome by taking a zoomed out view of what it is that you desire, what the outcome is, and then figuring out what are the steps you need to take to get there, and how do you need to reroute along the way to ensure that that desired outcome is still what you want and still on target for you to achieve it. There's a bird. I think it's an eagle up there. I would have caught it, but I'm driving in this hilly little area. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.